be on some other shit. It's kinda bittersweet that I fell in love with it. I always thought that if I always cared about how I dress, that folks would think I'm arrogant and chicks would lose interest. But as it turns out, people start to notice you more. You turn heads when you step a foot in them sneaker stores. Like where you get them, can I get them? What's the biggest size left? And chicks that never would have seen.
What's up, everybody? It's Big Rob TV, and I'm back with another video. Alright? Now, over the past few weeks, I've had a dilemma as far as my tech. I have a Kindle Fire that I use for reading and media. You know, this is a Kindle Fire 8, the 8-inch. And then I have, of course, my Galaxy S10 Plus, which is my normal cell phone that I use every day. I also have Google Pixelbook. Now, this is my everyday laptop. This is what I use for, you know, media consumption, doing research for anything, and as a backup to edit my videos. So a lot of the videos that you see posted on this channel have come from this Pixelbook, all right? And if you can see here, I have my Apple MacBook Mini, which is my primary computer that I use for video editing. Alright, now over the past the Mac Mini and the Kindle Fire, how can I consolidate those three devices into one device that can do all three things? I don't have the answer really right now. I have been researching over the past few weeks the MacBook Pro 13.5, I believe it is, inches, and the Microsoft Surface Book 2 as viable options to consolidate my devices. On the third end of that, I've also looked into the, I believe it's the Dell XPS 13 2-in-1, because that looks like you can do some of the same functions as well. Right now, my dilemma is I don't know which one to go with. I have been using the Mac Mini since 2015 to edit my videos, and that is really the sole purpose of having this Mac Mini, is edit videos. When I bought it, I was getting into filming the YouTube videos, and it automatically came with iMovie. So that was the reason that I bought this device, was getting into this. All right. Now, as far as the Pixelbook, before I had HP Chromebook G1, which is what I was using for doing homework and normal video browsing and, you know, music and things like that. So I got the Pixelbook to replace that. I gave the HP to my daughters so that they could use for homework and everything. And then I got my Pixelbook for me to cover all the bases. Now, the issue is most times I'm on my phone as far as reading things and you know, looking at YouTube videos and stuff like that. So the phone, I feel like my phone can replace my Kindle Fire, okay? The Kindle Fire can easily be replaced with just using my phone, because the main function that I use this for, I can now use with this. And it's not that much of a difference in size. I mean, as far as reading, it's not like this is a smaller phone and I would need something bigger to read. I can read perfectly fine on this screen. All right. So my dilemma right now is, how do I get rid of all of these devices and just have one thing that can do both? Now, as it stands right now, I've been getting along just fine using this Mac Mini and the Pixelbook for video editing. Both are i5 processors in them, and the only issues they give me is when I try to edit 4K videos, which I only film from my phone. So if I'm out and about and I'm filming 4K video, I have an issue editing those videos on either of these two devices. So that becomes a problem. One thing that I like about the Pixelbook is that when I am editing on it, I can use the Pixelbook pen, open it up, boom, boom, fold it back, and I can use it more in tablet format, and I can jot things down. It's easier to pinpoint things when I'm doing my video editing on the laptop itself, so that I can fold it like this and pinpoint those lines and stop here, do that. So it works perfectly in that case, which a MacBook Pro cannot do. All right. The other issue that I see is that Windows computers don't really have a set video editor anymore, such as iMovie. They used to have Movie Maker before, but they don't have that now. And I've been using iMovie for 4 years now, so I'm kind of accustomed to that. However, I've used PowerDirector Pro on the Pixelbook to edit videos, and I do see that there is a version of PowerDirector on Windows, which is a much more powerful PowerDirector. The second issue is I just bought Final Cut Pro for my Mac Mini in April because iMovie was having an issue with this Mac Mini, and I've had some issues with this Mac for the last couple years. I've had to send it to the States and have my buddy take it to the Apple store and get it replaced. There's been issues with this Canon camera that I have, that it doesn't accept the drives, and I had to take different measures to upload my videos to it. In April and March time frame, iMovie was down, so I had to use the Pixelbook to edit videos because I couldn't use this until I bought Final Cut Pro. And then once I bought Final Cut Pro, I started using it, I made a few videos on it, and then iMovie came back. So since I've been using iMovie and have not really been using Final Cut Pro, even though I purchased it. Now, that does lead me to wanting to stay with Apple in a way, because I've paid for the software and I'm already familiar with the software as far as Final Cut Pro and iMovie. But at the same time, if there's an equivalent on the Windows side, I'm not against switching. I have no Apple loyalty. I'm not gonna say I have to have the Apple device because this is what I'm used to. I don't want to get the device just because of the software and stay with it just because of 2 apps. That is the whole entire purpose of me owning this device, is because of 2 apps that I use: iMovie and Final Cut Pro. And that second one is a barely thing. I kind of use iMovie the most, but as I've proven with the Mac being down a couple times over the last few years, I can get stuff done with PowerDirector Pro. On the Windows side, on the PC side, I see that most of the video editing software is subscription based, and I really don't like that. That's another thing that leads me to wanting to stick with Final Cut and iMovie, is because I already paid the money to get that software. I don't want to have to go and get Adobe Premiere and pay $20, $50, $100, however much it is a month, just so I can edit videos. There has been a few that I've seen that, you know, you can buy the one-time program and just go with that. PowerDirector Pro is one of the editing softwares that I can get that I only would have to pay the one-time fee. I think it's $70, and I can use the software as it is like that, just one time. Or they do give you the option to get the paid subscription version. I'm just kind of torn. I've been going back and forth on this decision for the last few weeks, and I've actually ordered both devices. They haven't made it here yet. I was going to test them both out and see which one I like best, because I can't go to a store here where I am and just go grab a Surface Book 2 because they're not available here. I can't go grab a 13-inch MacBook Pro with all the fixings that I like in it and see how I like it because they're not available here. So I ordered them both, and I was thinking that I could just test drive them both, and at the end of my time period, send the one that I don't like back. However, upon reading the fine print, because I ordered each device from Best Buy because they're the only ones that would ship to my location, there's a 15% return fee, restocking fee on these devices if you open them and use them. And if you start getting into big money on these devices, that restocking fee is a lot. That's a lot of money. That's not just a couple dollars here, $10, $15. That's a good amount of money if you're spending $1,000 or more on a laptop. So I have to make a decision on what I would like to do, and I'm looking out to my subscribers for assistance here. Like, do I go with the Surface Book 2 and go with the Windows and Microsoft's operating system, and will that suffice for everything that I'm looking for? Because just from my research, it looks like that's the direction that I would like to go. However, I have been video editing on a Mac Mini for years. I'm used to the software, it's familiar, but would the MacBook be able to handle all the other things that I would like to do? I've also been reading a lot about the MacBooks, and I've seen some issues with the keyboards. I've seen some issues with the batteries. I know that I'm being picky right now, and I know that I'm very familiar with the software, so that's the one edge going to Team Apple is I'm familiar with this software. I'm going to edit this video on the Mac Mini, so I'm very familiar with that software. But is the Surface Book a viable option? Could that be the device that does everything that I'm looking for? Help me out. What do you all think? Where do you think I should go? The options are Surface Book 2, MacBook Pro, the 13.5 MacBook Pro, and the third option is, who cares what you have? Keep the options that you have right now. Keep the Pixelbook, keep the Mac Mini, do with what you have now. Don't worry about consolidating everything into one. Those are my options. MacBook Pro, Surface Book 2, or keep all of these devices and don't consolidate into one. So let me know what you all think. Help me out. Help me make a decision, because this has become a hard thing for me. This has become a hard decision over the last few weeks, because I'm really wanting to, I feel like I want to get rid of all of these things and just have my phone and just have a laptop. Like, just have this and be good. I can connect the laptop to my monitor here and be good. I can't do that with this Pixelbook. At least I don't know how. I can't connect this to this. So, but I can connect the Surface Book and the MacBook Pro to my monitor with their docking stations and everything, and use them as a regular computer. I can put the laptop there and connect it to the monitor and do my work through that monitor. So, but I can't do that with this Pixelbook. Or else this would be a third option. So help me out. What do you all think I should do? Where do you all think I should go? Give me some feedback. Help me make this decision. Give me some facts that maybe I haven't looked at before. All right. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this one. Thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe if you have not already. Thank you all for watching. I truly appreciate it. More content is on the way. I'll holler at you all in the next video. Peace.